Welcome back to 6-Minute Math, where we turn confusion into clarity 6 minutes at a time. Thank you for joining us today for our video on multiplying numbers using the stack method, the extended version. Ring that bell to get notified of more 6-minute content as it gets released. And we will not have a time limit today, as we are doing an extended version to understand the process of multiplying numbers. Our key points today are that when we are multiplying numbers using the stack method, the first thing we're going to do is line up our place values between the two numbers. We are then going to multiply the lower ones digit by the upper ones digit, then the upper tens digit, and we're going to continue through. We're going to place the solution starting under the ones digit. Our next step is we are going to multiply the lower tens digit by the upper ones digit, the upper tens digit, and we're going to continue through all the digits again. The key point to remember here is that we're going to place the solution for that lower tens digit starting under the tens digit in the answer. At the end, we're going to add up all of our numbers in our solution vertically, and we're going to carry those numbers where applicable. So let's check out some examples here. We're going to solve 43 times 57, and I have a handy place value chart that I am going to use. We have 43, and we're going to multiply that by 57. So I start in my ones position, and I'm going to multiply this lower ones digit 7 by the upper ones digit 3. 7 times 3 is 21. So I'm going to drop my 1, and I'm going to carry that 2. I now multiply my lower ones digit by the upper tens digit. We're going to go 7 times 4. That's 28. And then I'm going to add that 2, which would give me 30. I am now going to start in that lower tens digit. We have 5 times 3, which is 15. Now for this situation, we are going to start in that tens position as we are multiplying starting with our lower tens position. So we need to have an imaginary 0 here so that we don't get confused. We had 15 as our answer, so we drop our 5 and we're going to carry a 1. Let's cross off that 2, and now I have a 1 up there. 5 times 4 is 20. I add the 1 for 21. So we have 2 and a 1. And then at this point, I have multiplied all my numbers together, so I can add them vertically. 1 plus the imaginary 0 is 1. 0 plus 5 is 5. 3 plus 1 is 4. And then I have the 2 by itself, giving me a final answer of 2,451. Let's check out another example. We're going to multiply 29 and 84. We have 29 and 84. We start on our lower ones. 4 times 9 is 36. So I'm going to drop my 6 and carry that 3. 4 times 2 is 8, plus my 3 is 11. 8 times 9 is 72. So we again start our answer when we are multiplying our lower tens digit in that tens position. So we have a drop a 2, carry that 7. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 7 is 23. And then I can add all my numbers vertically. 0 plus 6 is 6. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. And we have our 2 by itself, giving us a final answer of 2,436. Let's solve 163 times 79. So we have 1, 6, 3 times 7, 9. Start in that lower ones. 9 times 3 is 27. Drop my 7, carry my 2. 9 times 6 is 54. Plus my 2 is 56. So we're going to drop our 6, carry a 5. And then 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 5 is 14. We're now going to start in that tens position. 7 times 3 is 21. Our answer is going to start in that tens. So we're going to drop the 1, carry a 2. 7 times 6 is 42. Plus 2 is 44. Drop our 4, carry a 4. And then lastly, 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 4 is 11. And at this point, I can add vertically. 7 plus an empty space of 0 is 7. 6 plus 1 is also 7. 4 plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 1 is 2. And then I have a 1 by itself at the end for a final answer of 12,877. Let's multiply a 3-digit by a 3-digit this time. So we have 372 times 143. 3 times 2 is 6. I have nothing to carry, so I just move on to my next multiplication. 3 times 7 is 21. We're going to drop that 1 and carry a 2. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 2 is 11. On to our next number. We have our tens position here with the 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 7 is 28. So I'm going to drop my 8, carry a 2. And then 4 times 3 is 12. Plus the 2 is 14. I am now on to this last multiplication in my hundreds position with the 1. That, if I follow the pattern, means that I will be starting that answer in the hundreds position of my solution. So we have 1 times 2 is 2. So we're going to start that in the hundreds position. 1 times 7 is 7. And then 1 times 3 is 3. I'm going to add all those up. We have 6. 8 plus 1 is 9. 2 plus 8 plus 1 is 11. So I'm going to drop a 1 and carry the 1. 7 plus 4 plus 1 plus 1 is 13. So I drop a 3, carry a 1. And then lastly, 3 plus 1 plus 1 is 5. And I can see that I have a final answer of 53,196. Let's solve a 3-digit by a 2-digit. We have 213 times 67. 7 times 3 is 21. Drop our 1, carry our 2. 7 times 1 is 7, plus the 2 is 9. And then 7 times 2 is 14. On to our tens position here. 6 times 3 is 18. So we drop our 8, carry our 1. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And then lastly, 6 times 2 is 12. I add those up. We have our 1. 8 plus 9 is 17. So we drop our 7, carry a 1. 7 plus 4 is 11, plus the 1 is 12. Drop our 2, carry a 1. And then 2 plus 1 is 4. And then I have a single 1 in the 10,000s position, giving me a final answer here of 14,271. Let's check out our last example here, where we have a 4-digit times a 3-digit. I am going to try to do this as best as I can with the space provided. We have 2,416 times 324. We start in that lower ones position. 4 times 6 is 24. So I drop my 4, carry a 2. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. 4 times 4 is 16. So I drop that 6, carry a 1. And then 4 times 2 is 8, plus the 1 is 9. On to the 2 bottom tens position, the 2. We have 2 times 6 is 12. So I'm going to drop a 2, carry the 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 2 is a single 3. 2 times 4 is 8. And then 2 times 2 is 4. On to our 3 in our lower hundreds position. Just a reminder here, we're going to start the solution here in the hundreds position, as I'm using the lower hundreds digit. 3 times 6 is 18. So we drop our 8, carry a 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus the carried 1 is 4. 3 times 4 is 12. So we drop our 2, carry a 1. And then lastly, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. I now add these all up vertically. We have a 4 at the end. 2 plus 6 is 8. 8 plus 3 plus 6 is 17. So we're going to drop our 7, carry 1. 4 plus 8 plus 9 plus 1 is 22. So we're going to drop a 2, carry a 2. 2 plus 4 plus 2 is 8. And then I have a single 7 at the end for a final answer here of 782,784. Those are all the examples we are going to show today for how to multiply numbers using the stack method. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at 6Minute Math, and ring that bell, like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below for any topic you want to see me tackle in a future 6-minute episode. Always remember that the best way to get math is to practice math, so keep on practicing. And until next time, keep solving and evolving.